BrainX is the diagnostics of the future. Is a new innovative device along with a software that allows us to diagnose and to measure brain performance in the sense of a lifestyle optimization, because you go to the doctor, you can see your bloods, you can do your MRI, you can do a lot of stuff. But really, as we live today, how can you actually measure what's happening in your brain? Speak about health span and lifespan. My favorite word is brain span, because we want to live long and we want to be healthy and active, but we also want to maintain good brain health. So in the era we're living today, with multiple screens and the era of notifications, as I like to call it, imagine that we are now able to measure what's happening in our brain, about our focus, about our stress, about our fatigue, and be able to take actionable recommendations to take action. So on one, it allows us to visualize and monitor what is happening to the brain. This is an FDA cleared medical device. So one, we measure, because this is the basis and the foundation before we do any intervention. First we measure, then it's important that this device, this system, because I don't like the device, this system allows us to apply neurofeedback. It means, for example, let's say you're lacking some focus, we can have interactive games to help you train your focus. But this is one part of the solutions we provide, although there are lifestyle solutions or medical solutions that we can then recommend based on your lifestyle, based on what you like to do, and then we make a hyper-personalized plan to improve your brain performance. Today, a 20-year-old, a 30-year-old, it's practically our lives are on the phone. Our whole social life, work life, university life, even social dating or friends is everything on a screen. So can you imagine the years when we didn't have all this technology available? We were interacting either with manual labor work, and it was much easier to maintain focus. Right now, and what we see, it's amazing. People are struggling more to keep focus on one channel because we are now programmed to work on multi-channels. As we do gym for our muscles, the gym for the brain, and this is what we will see also as part of the Brain x360, is important because we are doing championship in our tiring our brains, so we need to take good care of that. Women, and we are by nature multitaskers, as I like to show off and brag, but it's actually very difficult to maintain focus in one channel. And not only that, ancient Greeks would say healthy body in healthy mind, and you need the balance. So when you're always, let's say you work in an office, you work 8-9 hours a day, you go home and suddenly you feel so much more exhausted. Why? Our parents used to do even manual work, and then at the end of the day, after COVID, we leave the Zoom era, like how many Zooms, how many online meetings, how many online meetings while responding emails on the phone, while sending some WhatsApps, while, I don't know, watching something happening next to you. And this is where you return home and suddenly you don't want to speak, you feel tired, exhausted. If people that are going to the gym or that do some physical experience can have less impact. But if you go home and then you have the children, the babies, the family, then you understand like how the feeling of being tired is multiplied to 10 and to 20. And this is because of all the information we receive and our brains are processing consciously and unconsciously. It's amazing because we can see chronic stress, we can see chronic fatigue, we can see burnout, and is important, and you will see then during the procedure when how you visualize it is amazing. So it's for everyone, even although I don't like, because for us is a lifestyle optimization, but I call the millennials and our generation, and even the people before us, the generation of untreated ADD, ADHD. Because when we were kids and we could not stay concentrated, we would be punished, we would be spanked sometimes. But now there is more awareness. They take ADD as a secret power, because it is, but also it is something that needs attention and needs care to help you perform better by tiring less, by getting less tired. So for me, the answer is for everyone. I would like to compare the Brain X360 as the first day you go to the gym to do personal training. First, the trainer needs to assess your body composition. How strong are your legs, your chest, your upper body, your arms. So this is what is the first step of the Brain X360 platform, is assessing. And assessing how is your focus, how is your stress levels, how is your creativity, your sensory processing, your regeneration, meaning from a stressful situation to cool back and vice versa, your arousal or hyperarousal levels. So first is like we do a 360 assessment to your brain. And then we have an action plan. I will be very firm, we're not neuroscientists, and we're doing this for longevity, and we're not doing this for diagnosing a disease or a condition. So although people that could have some epilepsy or some neurodegenerative diseases, we could visualize and we could see the electroencephalography brainwaves. Nevertheless, we are here to make an assessment and to make them a plan to improve their lifestyle. The result depends. Again, I will make you the same comparison as the gym. How long does it take to see your abs? How long does it take to see difference? So you can see a difference relatively quick, especially with neurofeedback. We say after the first 10 sessions, so maybe 3 weeks, you can see a difference. You can see the difference. People can see the difference, people around you. And after 20 sessions, what we train you is to be able to go into the desired state without the help of any device or for any platform. So if, let's say, for example, you need to be more focused, we give you protocols that will help you with focus. And then, a few weeks later, your brain understands how to go into this mode again. And this we achieve with a combination, and here at Tesla, with the hyperbaric chamber, with some intravenous therapies, with some outdoor activities and lifestyle, and of course with neurofeedback. QEEG, which is quantitative electroencephalography, is not a new technology, is a technology that we have hundreds of millions of data. Now, there is very wide literature about the certain conditions. What is really fascinating is that all these medical libraries with hundreds of thousands of EEGs are kind of outdated, because you can no longer measure, you cannot compare a 50-year-old of today with a 50-year-old of 20 years ago. So we do have databases that are more 40, 50,000 subjects, anonymized subjects, men, women, and of different ages, that we create our comparisons. And there is scientific literature, very extensive, about the EEG technology. If you wanted to have an EEG, you would have to go to a clinical hospital environment with patches, with gels, and this required a very specialized and trained personnel to do it. What we do, we kind of make it accessible for clinicians, doctors, experts, even psychiatrists or psychologists, functional doctors that can use it. Again, because we're talking about the context of lifestyle performance and lifestyle optimization. It's an FDA-cleared medical device, it's a dry technology, it's very easy to connect, it's very easy to do an assessment, so it's a kind of a turnkey solution, number one, which means it's accessible for the wide public, for people. I would say it's cost-effective, and to be honest, there are not many devices. Like, this is a new era, so I think we are in the right momentum, and that we can offer this. We can measure improvement very easily by repeating the assessment, and this is where we can see difference in brainwaves, how the person can react different in different stimulations, how then, depending on the targets, we co-set with our member to say, okay, let's optimize your focus. Then of course we can easily measure and see how focus evolves in different conditions in different areas of the brain. This is the question we answer, and we can do from 3-4 sessions, from a bigger, let's say from a larger extent, therapy plan, or even for a lifestyle continuous optimization that person can come once a month or once every 2 months and keep preserving the results or keep training. Are increasing also our presence and database. We are working with world-known universities that I cannot say, but we are planning to understand, CEOs, what is happening there, what's happening to the C executives. And we're about to make it a little bit more competitive by saying, okay, you are within the X% of this category, CEOs or writers or students globally. So we're aiming to create a global community and of brain mappers and brain trainers. I'll give you a little secret. People that tend to score lower in focus, they tend to score higher in creativity. But creativity is being able to troubleshoot, is being able to find solutions outside the box, is being able to keep a global view of things and situations. So people, suddenly, yes, lack of focus could be challenging in certain occasions, under certain circumstances, when you need to deliver a project, when you need to stay on timelines. But creativity is also very important. So what we aim to educate people is that it's not bad or good. It's like accepting and understanding your capabilities and use them to your best benefits.